Hi YouTube, it's Renee and I'm back with the Felicity Jane kit for March 2015 called Best Day. I'm okay with it because my birthday's in March and it seemed appropriate because my birthday's in Best Day. And this is what it looks like when you open the box. I really love this stamp set. There's some different things I haven't seen, like It's Our Day, Photo Worthy, Happy Time, blah blah blah. Very, very cute. And it came with these two tags that were already out. One has an eyelet, the other one has a reinforcer. In this pack, there were 3 pink buttons, 4 flares, and 2 gold paper clips, an arrow, and a bow. Very cute. And in this package, there were some wood veneer shapes, little triangles, and then some acrylic shapes, and then those self-adhesive wood dots. This was a pack of vellum. It has a whole lot of happy, simple, adventure, and a pineapple, and that little one in the bottom says March. And in this bag, there were a whole bunch of acrylic letters, which I think will be really useful, and numbers, and I have a layout in mind for one of them. These are the cut-aparts, and there are a whole ton of them. Look at all these banners and tags. A little speech bubble that says selfie, flowers, circle hearts, all little tabs and tags. I think that was a lot of stuff, a lot of embellishments. Now I'm going to show you the paper. This one is white with a black polka dot. And it's got little pineapples on the branding strip. On the back, it's probably really hard to see, but this is a pink ledger paper. And the tag jingling is crystal. Going downstairs. And look at this pretty rainbow print. It looks so springy. It looks like ice cream. And on the back, it's just a bunch of print that says the best day over and over. And maybe I can use that for my birthday layouts. This one I'm not too much of a fan on. It's just like a bluish turquoise scallop. And then on the back side are these yellow pineapples. So I don't know what to do with those. Sometimes I'm a little too literal. I mean, I could use them at the pineapple farm, but that was like 3 years ago. But I do love this paper. I love the black and white graphic with the floral. It's just so pretty. And then I'll show you the back here in a minute. And it's these like hexagons with like little lines connecting them. That's a very cool looking print to me. And I like the hello, hello, hello at the bottom. And then we got 3 sheets of cardstock. We've got a white, and it's got a texture to it. Well, actually, they all do. And then a black, and then a kind of corally pink. That I think it goes pretty much perfectly with the collection. And then the last sheet, once I get this pinky coral one up here, is a very cool, like, sketchy wood grain, like a hand-drawn look, which I love, but guess what? On the back, and I like the citrus on the branding strip too. I'm a big fan of grapefruit, even though I can't eat it on my diet anymore. And look at the cute cut-aparts. There's a little frame that says fun, one that says best day, one that says celebrate today. A tag you can cut out, like a banner with yellow polka dots, a little house. It says currently, I'm going to definitely use that one, our everyday, and then the black. So I'll be back to show you what I make. So this is what I have left. I pretty much killed the kit. I have 2 branding strips, this little piece of paper right here, those pineapples, a pineapple. I have a bunch of the labels left. I have the brown wood frame and the little triangles. I have this cut-apart that said Everyday Moments. I have a little strip of this cut-apart paper, the kind of grapefruity type flare, and I used about half of the wood enamel dot, so I'm going to call this one pretty much killed. So these are the layouts that I made. I got 7 layouts out of the kit. I had to add in 3 sheets of cardstock to finish off the layouts, but I'm pretty happy with what I made, and most of these are recent photos in March.
So this first one is about me on my birthday, and that's a selfie that I took of myself. I used this paper, I used this cut apart, I used the gold, I stamped here, here, and here and cut those out. I used a couple of the vellum pieces. This was a cut apart, and this was a vellum piece and a flare. And I'm calling it a whole lot of happy because I had a really good birthday. And this is a Heidi Swap date stamp. So that's the first one. I'm just recording all the stuff I did on my birthday. And this one, I used the cardstock as a base, and I cut up a couple of the branding strips, and I used the back of some of the cut aparts. This is that other part of the cut apart there, and I cut a banner. And these were cut aparts here I just used to make some embellishments. This is the letter set, and I had this one from my stash, and this is just talking about how my husband made these big giant steaks for my birthday and some asparagus. So that was really nice of him. That's number 2. Number 3, I brought in a sheet of my own cardstock, kind of a pale pink, and I have 2 kids, but I don't do a lot of pink layouts, so this is perfect to kind of get it used up. And I use the perfect here and the gifts to make it say perfect gifts. I use a lot of the banners and the cut aparts here, and I cut down part of this sheet of paper, so I used the back. I did a little stamping that said photo worthy and used some of the arrows and used that Heidi Swap date stamp. And this is just, my friend had sent me this gift set, and my husband gave me a charm for my bracelet, so that is what I got for my birthday. And these are cut aparts too, and I like how that one turned out. There's a lot of my birthday. So anyway, this one I used for the cut aparts. I stamped the date and the happy times, kind of talking about what's kind of currently going on with me, and I used those letters that came in the pack. I really like those. I got a lot of use out of them actually. This one I had to doctor up a little bit because I ran out of ends. And this one, little thing that says March and selfie, because I took this selfie. It was not actually on my birthday, but it was the day after, but I figured I could still use it. So, and then just cut that striped paper in half, and this sheet of cardstock came with the kit. So if you're interested in what's going on with me, that's what's going on with me at 47. I like to do a page of that like every year, do a page around my birthday about what's kind of life is like. And this one I use another selfie from that day and a picture of my dog and a picture of our pond, just to kind of show what's going on. It was Epic Pie Day. It was March 14th, which is pi, 314. But this year it was 3141596. So at 9:26 in the morning, it kind of made all the letters of pi. So I got to use up a lot of numbers, which was great. There's still a lot of 2s and 1s. So this pack of letters was actually pretty good. So you can see down here, this is only going to happen once in a century. So I had to take a few pictures at 9:26. Well, I cheated a little bit. It wasn't exactly 9:26, but who's going to know that, right? And I stamped on one of the banners that says love this, and then used some of the punctuations, the asterisks and the plus signs, and a few of the little stamps. And the flare badge, I like how that one turned out too. And then this one, I mostly did black and white. This was the paper. The back of it is, shoot, I can't get it up. It's that pink ledger. And I used this vellum. I used these little carrots to make an arrow pointing to the candy. I used a smile badge. I used a cut apart and the ampersand. Used some letters from my stash that said date night. Used this from the kit, and then I just wrote about how my husband and I went on a date night, and we went to the Russian Museum of Art to see the porcelain Easter eggs. And just a little bit of our trip and how my husband collected all this candy. Kind of bad selfie. The light in there wasn't really that great. And how he bought me this little Easter egg necklace that I really like. So that was the day after my birthday. And this is that Heidi Swap date stamp again. And then the last one, I had all these tags and like extra stuff, and I was like, dang, I know I can get one more layout out of this, but I wasn't quite sure. So I just took a piece of white cardstock from my stash, and then I just kind of sprayed into a piece of wax paper. I've seen a lot of people do that on YouTube, and kind of just blotted it all around. And then I made on my selfie with the Pick Stitch app a little collage print of this little white squirrel, and used up the tags and some that life and these little wood enamel dots and this tag and this tag and this little piece of pattern paper I had left, and just tried to use up as much as I could. I used that frame, and then also added in some of this little twine that I had just hanging around. And this layout is just about how we went to watch the WCHA hockey Final Five. In between games, we went out to Rice Park in St. Paul, and we saw this little squirrel. And my nephew, who's 9, threw him one of his mini donuts, and the squirrel came and got it and ran away with it. But my nephew, for the rest of the weekend, was talking about, he's just bemusing what the life might be like for this little city squirrel, because my nephew is from a more rural area. So he was just wondering what life was like for this little squirrel. And then, I just, another picture down there, I didn't really have a good close-up because, it's a squirrel, it's going to run away. So just to kind of draw more attention to him and what he looked like. So there's my 7 layouts. I'm really pretty happy with this kit and all I got accomplished. I will not be doing any more videos probably for a couple weeks. I'm coming up on Ice Show, which I'm the director for our little club, and that is going to be taking up all my time. But the weekend of April 10th and 11th and 12th, I am going away on a scrapbooking retreat. So hopefully after that, I will be back with lots and lots of layouts to show you. So have a great day and a great couple weeks, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.